In this video, we will explain the version management function in MappingSpace. The version management here does not refer to the management of the compiled release version of a certain software. Instead, it refers to the management of versions of a document, a node, or a task. In MappingSpace, we divide version management into document and node. For document version management, you can create and download a document version. For node version management, you can create a node version, compare different versions, and roll back versions. Let's take a look at the specific operations. What is opened here is a system architecture document. This system architecture document contains all the information in the current document, including its schema title, description, property fields, etc. For example, the current document has been modified. You can save it as a version and name it version 4.1. On this basis, you may make some modifications later. For example, add some new chapters, modify some contents of it, drag a node to change its position, etc. At this point, the latest document after modification is the final version, so you can save it as another 5.1 version. Now we have two versions stored. You can take a look at other versions that have been saved before. There are currently multiple versions stored in this system, and these two versions are the ones I just stored. We can download the 5.1 version of Excel. It contains every chapter in this structure and all its properties. Of course, you can also choose to download it in Word format. Then it will generate the document as a Word document. The above is the version management of the document. Now let's see how to manage the version of the node. Enter this node. You can also make some modifications under it. After the modification, it is the final versions and store it. Here, name it 1.0. Now enter the version page. You can find that there is an additional version storage information. Click 1.0 and you can see that all the attribute fields on 1.0 have been marked, including the following specific information. Then, make changes to it and save it again as version 1.1. There is one more version in the historical record. If you want to compare the differences between two versions, for example, version 1.1 and the original v1.0, select them and click Verison Comparison. The system will mark the fields that have and haven't changed. If you want to go back to a previous version, click Version Rollback. For example, now I want to roll back from the current latest version to version v1.1 and click Rollback to succeed. Therefore, the logic of MappingSpace version management is not only to perform overall level version control on the entire document, but also perform version control on the specific content and fields in a chapter. This is where it is more powerful than offline tools such as Word and Excel. This video ends here. Everyone is welcome to try out the version management feature.